This might be unexpected, but when somebody is slow to respond on text messages, it can actually be a green flag. Let me explain. When we're getting to know somebody or connecting with somebody, or we have somebody in our life that we love, and we notice that they're slow to respond on text, it's easy to build a story that the person's not interested, that they're fading out, that it's only a matter of time until they start ghosting, whatever it might be. We oftentimes don't realize that different brains operate in different ways. Some brains are really designed for fast processing. These are people who, like you send them a message, you get a response back right away. They're just on it, quick, fast. Other brains are slow processors. I'd say I'm more of a slow processing brain. When I respond to my text messages, I like to be thoughtful about what I say, but it's also challenging for my brain to shift from doing whatever I'm doing in the world to then going into my phone, responding to a message, then going back to whatever I'm doing in the world. I tend to let my text messages build up, and then I'll find a little moment some point later in the day where I'll sit down and I'll respond to a handful of them. And then I'll let them build up, and then later in the day I'll respond. I find that this lets me stay more present to what I'm doing. I can be more thoughtful to my messages. And sometimes I like to take a little extra time with the text message, to really feel into how I want to respond. Sometimes this gets mistaken as me not caring, me not being interested, or like I'm doing something wrong. And when that comes up, I always remind people, no, this is actually just how my brain works, and it's a sign of me wanting to be present to how I respond. So I always remind people, if you're dealing with a slow responder, a slow texter in your life, it doesn't mean that they're not interested. It can mean that they actually just care. I think what matters most is the data that you get when you're with the person in person. How do you feel when you're with them? Do you feel seen? Do you feel their presence? Do you feel their connection? And if that's the case, that's what matters most.